Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Generic Football League. We're now halfway through. We are at the halfway point here of week number 9. As the Southwest Bulldogs take on the Eastern Stingers. The Eastern Stingers currently sit at the number 1 seed in Division 2. And as for the Southwest Bulldogs, a win here is very important in trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. So as they have a chance to get that number 4 seed, but they will need some things to go their way. They will need the Western Bucks and Central Trojans to lose if they want to take the spot this week, and then we'll see how things play out next week. But for the Bulldogs, this game is must win. As for the Stingers, they could afford a loss here. However, it is not preferred. They want a good chance at locking up a playoff spot. A win this week could very likely do it. Here we go, first down for the Stingers. First down here for the Stingers. They're going to give it to Kramer, and Kramer won't get much. Second down. Second and 7 here for the Stingers. Second down. Thomas in the pocket, looking to find somebody. Thomas loads it up left side. This one is caught. First down and more. There he goes. I don't think they catch him. They will not. Touchdown, Stingers. And here we go, except for the extra point attempt here. 66-yard touchdown pass from Thomas. The extra point attempt. And this one will be up and good. 7-0. Stingers score on the opening drive. Here we go. We are set for kickoff. Here's the kick and return here for the Bulldogs. They're going to try and get a good return, but they won't get past the 20. First down here for the Bulldogs. First down here, they're going to give it to McCormick. And McCormick breaking a tackle, has the first down, taking a guy with him, and they'll get taken down around the 40. Good run. Second down. First down here for the Bulldogs. They're going to try to run with McCormick again. McCormick has a good run, getting past midfield on his feet, taking down the 45 of the Stingers. We go first down now for the Bulldogs. Back to McCormick again with the ground game. He won't get as much with that run. It's second down. 2nd and 6 here for the Bulldogs. Second and 6 here, Vance. He'll go screen here to McCormick, and McCormick has the first down. And he'll be taken down at the 30. Here we go. First down here for the Bulldogs. And they're going to run it here. Oh, big hit on McCormick. 2nd down. Second and 9 here for the Bulldogs. Here's Vance in the pocket. Vance looking, fires left side. This pass is intercepted by the Stingers. And they're all going to take it back here. They get past midfield to the 30, 20, 10, pick 6. Touchdown, Eastern Stingers. And the fans bow down as the Eastern Stingers will take a 2-possession lead here. Here we go. 86-yard pick 6. Extra point attempt here. And this one will be up and good. And here we go. We are set for kickoff. Here's the kick. And return here for the Bulldogs. And Bulldogs taken down at the 20 on the return. Here we go. First down now for the Bulldogs. They're going to run it here with McCormick. And McCormick gets up the middle. Taken down around the first down marker. We'll see if they give it to him here. I'm not sure. Second and inches here for the Bulldogs. We'll see if they go back to the ground game. It's been pretty effective for them in this game. And they're going to run it again with McCormick. And McCormick has the easy first down. And more still going, powering to the 45. What a run. First down here for the Bulldogs. All of their offensive yards so far have come from the ground game. You got to think they're going to stick to it here. They will. McCormick with the run. Breaking a tackle. Not breaking the second one. 2nd down. Second and 10. Vance in the pocket. Vance firing towards the left side. Pass incomplete. They tried something different. It did not pay off. 3rd down. Third and 8. And we got a flag on the play here, and this will be on the Bulldogs. It'll be false start. 3rd and 13 here for the Bulldogs after the penalty. And we'll see. I don't think the run game's going to work for them here. They might have to go back to the passing game. 3rd down. It'll be Vance in the pocket. Vance looks. He's going deep shot towards the middle. It's caught. What a first down for the Bulldogs. Receiver on the left side of the field, cutting back towards the middle. Wall with the grab. What a first down. First down for the Bulldogs. Vance back in the pocket. Pressured. Fires right side. It's caught. First down. Takes it in. Touchdown, Southwest Bulldogs. We go the extra point attempt for the Bulldogs. And this one will be up and good. 14-7. .51 seconds to go here in the first. Here we go, set for kickoff. Here's the kick. And return here for the Stingers. And breaking one tackle on the return. Still going on his feet. And taken down short of the 30. First down here for the Stingers. They're going to run it with Kramer. And Kramer taken down. That might be no gain or it'll be a loss of a yard. Second down. Second and 11 here for the Stingers. A loss of a yard. Backfield will be empty here. Thomas will go under center. Second down, Thomas in the backfield. Looking. Hit as he throws. Right side, 2v1. Was tipped and incomplete. Third down. Third and 11 here for the Stingers. Third down here. Thomas in the backfield looking. Dumps it off right side. Pass is caught. And they will not get to the marker. It's fourth down. Fourth and 6. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter here. Stingers lead 14-7. Fourth and 6, and the Stingers will punt this one away. And fair catch at the 20. We'll see what the Bulldogs can do here. Here we go, first down Bulldogs. First down. Vance will give it to McCormick. McCormick breaking through tackles. We'll get about 7 on the run. Second down. 2nd and 3. Vance in the pocket. Vance looks down the middle. Pass is caught. It's a first down. First down here for the Bulldogs. They're going to give it back to McCormick. McCormick breaking through tackles, taken down at the 40. 2nd down. Second and 10 here for the Bulldogs. They'll toss it out right side to McCormick. McCormick breaking one tackle, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and I don't think he did. It'll be 3rd down. Third down here. Vance in the pocket. Looks. Fires left side. Pass intercepted! The Stingers pick it off for the 2nd time. And they'll return it to the 40 of the Bulldogs. And Price picks it off again for the 2nd time. First down here for the Stingers. First down here, they're going to run it with Kramer. Kramer breaks one tackle, not the second one. 2nd down. Second and 7 here for the Stingers. Here we go. Thomas in the pocket. Floats it left side. Pass swatted. Incomplete. Third and 7. And Gray with a strained shoulder here for the Bulldogs. It's not good, but he will be able to return soon. 3rd and 7 for the Stingers. Thomas looking to find somebody, goes left side. Pass is caught. They say short. 4th down. It's 4th and inches, and the Stingers will settle for a field goal here. They'll try and get back into a 2-possession lead. And here we go. Here's the kick. And it's good. 17-7. And there we go. Here's the kick. And return here for the Bulldogs. And they have a good return going. Good lane. Taken down to the 40. Good return right there from the Bulldogs. Now they have to do something here on offense. Down by 10. First down, Bulldogs. Here we go. First down here. Thomas to left side to McCormick. And McCormick headed the line. No gain. 2nd down. Second and 10. They're going to try McCormick again. McCormick going right side. It'll get a little more than 5. Second down. No, third down. Third and 4 here for the Bulldogs. Third down here. They run with McCormick, and he is short. Fourth down. I'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Stingers lead 17-7. Fourth and 1. And here we go. Here's the punt. And this one will sail out of bounds past the 20. First down, Stingers. Thomas will go screen right side. Pass is caught. And it'll be a first down. And more. Still going. Taken down outside the 30. First down here for the Stingers. Thomas in the pocket. Thomas looking. Floats it right side. Pass will be caught. That's a first down. And more trying to keep it going, but he's taken down to the 50. First down here for the Stingers. We're now just under 90 seconds. Thomas in the pocket. Thomas looks, fires right side. This one is caught, hangs on, but gets no extra yards after the catch. Second down. Second and 5 here for the Stingers. Second down here. Thomas in the pocket. Thomas looks down the middle. Pass is caught. It's a first down. Clock winding down. And Stingers will take a timeout with a minute to go. We go first down, Stingers. Thomas under center, backfield empty. Thomas in the pocket. Looking. Fires right side, pass will be incomplete. Second down. Second and 10 here for the Stingers. Second down here. Thomas looking to find somebody. Fires right side. Pass will be swatted down, incomplete. Third and 10. Thomas in the pocket, looks, floats it left side, pass is caught, and reaching for the marker, he's short. Bulldogs will take a timeout. And Stingers again will settle for the field goal. This one a 43-yard attempt. And the kick is good. 20-7. And here we go. 43 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's the kick and return here for the Bulldogs. They'll get taken down at their own 30. First down here for the Bulldogs. First down, Vance in the pocket. Vance down the middle. Pass is incomplete. Second down. We go second down. Vance back in the pocket. Vance pressured and sacked. Stingers take their second timeout. Third down here. They're going to toss it out left side to McCormick, and McCormick can't get anything. Fourth down. Stingers call their third and final timeout. Fourth and 14. Punt unit is on the field. Here we go. Here's the punt. Fair catch signaled, and it'll be just short of 35. We go first down now for the Stingers. They're at a timeout, and Thomas gets sacked on the first play. Second and 19. We'll see if they even snap the ball here, and they won't. Thanks to halftime, 20-7 Stingers lead. Here we go. Second half getting underway here. The Bulldogs will start with the ball. We'll see what they're able to do here to open the second half. Here's the return. Oh, what a hit at the 25. We go, first down now. They're going to run it with McCormick out left side. McCormick breaking one tackle, fighting for the first down, and fall just short. Second down. Second down here. They're going to run on McCormick again. And just short. Third down. Third down here for the Bulldogs. On 3rd and inches. They're going to run it here with McCormick, and he's short. 4th down. And we'll see what happens here. It's 4th and 2, and the Bulldogs will choose to punt the ball back. Here we go. Here's the punt. And this one's going to be out of bounds inside the 30. First down, Stingers. Thomas in the pocket. They'll go screen left side. And they get a couple on it. Second down. And oh no, Foster injured after the tackle here. This is not good for the Stingers receiving core. Second down here for the Stingers. Second and 9. Thomas in the pocket. Thomas looking, and he's sacked. Third down. And Foster with a bruised elbow. He'll be out for the game. Not good for the Stingers receiving core. 3rd and 14 here for the Stingers. Third down here. Thomas pressured, and he's sacked at the 15. 4th down. Fourth and 21, and the punt unit on the field. And here's the punt. And it'll go out of bounds. First down for the Bulldogs. They're going to run over McCormick. McCormick trying to cut back inside. They'll get maybe a yard or two. Second down. Second and 8 here for the Bulldogs. Second down. They're going to run it here with McCormick, and he'll get a couple. Third down. Third down, Bulldogs. 3rd and 7. They run on McCormick again. McCormick is just short. 4th down. And Bulldogs so for a 53-yard attempt. Here's the kick. It's up. Does it have the distance? It's good! From 53 yards out. What a kick from Rowe. Ten-point game. 1:53 here to go in the third. Here we go. Here's the kick. And return here for the Stingers. And they'll get to the 25. First down here for the Stingers. First down. Thomas in the pocket. Deep shot right side. This one is going to be incomplete. Second down. Second and 10 here for the Stingers. And they're going to try to give it to Kramer, and Kramer won't get much. Third down. Here we go. Thomas, he throws, passes caught down the middle, though. That's a first down, and more. There he goes. Will they catch him here? Yes! But it'll be inside the red zone. First down for the Stingers. They stop him around the 15. What a play. Here we go. First down for the Stingers. They're going to give it back to Kramer. Kramer going to get just short of the marker. Second down. Here we go. Second down here. Thomas looking. Pump fakes. Goes left side. Pass. Caught. Touchdown. Eastern Stingers. Extra point attempt here. Make it a 17-point game. And this one up and good. Here we go, set for kickoff. Here we go. Here's the kick. And return here for the Bulldogs. They're going to need to get something going here on offense. And, well, the return right there on the kickoff was not a great one. Second down. First down here for the Bulldogs. 38 seconds. They're going to run it with McCormick. And McCormick is not getting much. Second down. Second and 9 here for the Bulldogs. Vance, quick pass down the middle is caught. How did he catch that one? Swatted it first, stayed in the air for a little bit, and somehow ended up in their hands for a Bulldog first down. And I'll take us to the end of the third quarter. 27-10, Stingers lead. The Bulldogs have the ball. First down here for the Bulldogs. They're going to give it back to McCormick up the middle. McCormick with the run taken down to the 45. Second down. Second and 2 here for the Bulldogs. Vance down the middle. Pass is caught. First down. And they'll get it to the 45 of the Stingers. First down for the Bulldogs. Play action. Vance going down the middle. This one is caught, and that's another first down. This should put him in the red zone. First down here for the Bulldogs. Vance in the pocket. Vance looking, fires left side. This one caught. Hit from behind. Second down. Second and 8 here for the Bulldogs. Vance in the pocket. Vance looking, fires right side. This one will be incomplete. Second down. Third down here for the Bulldogs. Third and 8. Vance in the pocket. Looks, fires right side. Pass out of reach and incomplete. Fourth down. Fourth and 8. Bulldogs will go for it. Fourth and 8. Vance in the pocket. Vance looking, trying to find somebody. Has time. Fires left side. Pass is caught, and they'll give him the first down. First and goal here for the Bulldogs. So running with McCormick. McCormick fighting, gets inside the 5, just a yard or two short of the end zone. Second down. They're going to try the ground game, and it gets them in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. It was Newman who gets in the end zone. Extra point attempt here, making a 10-point game with 3:03 to go. And the extra point will be good. Here we go. Bulldogs set up for the onside attempt here. If they want to try and win this game, they need to convert to get this onside. Here we go. Onside attempt. And this one is going to be recovered by the Bulldogs. They get it. Unbelievable. I can't remember the last time we saw an onside kick be recovered. But now the Bulldogs offense has to be efficient. Not to mention they have to convert a second onside kick. First down here for the Bulldogs. First down here. Vance in the pocket. Vance looking, hit as he throws. This one is going to be swatted down and incomplete. Second and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Vance back in the pocket, looking to find somebody. Vance goes left side. Just barely out of reach. We have a flag, though. Pass interference of the defense. And I'll get him a free first down. First down here for the Bulldogs. Go first down here. Vance going towards the right side. Pass is going to be incomplete. Probably should have been intercepted. Second and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Second down here. Vance in the pocket. Vance down the middle. Open man. It's caught for the first down. Now in the red zone. First down now here for the Bulldogs. Vance in the pocket. Vance looking to find somebody. Vance rolling out right. Looking. Fires. This one will be incomplete. Here we go. Second and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Vance in the pocket. Vance looking, fires right side. It's caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Eastern Stingers. Things just got really interesting. And the Hive is going quiet. I don't think they believe what they're seeing right now. Extra point attempt will make it a 3-point game with 2:12 to go. And this one up and good. 24-27. Here we go. And it looks like Bulldogs will trust the defense here. It's a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off for them. So here we go. Here's the kick. And return here for the Stingers. And the Stingers will get to their own 35 on the return. It'll be a first down. First down for the Stingers. And their offense needs to get something going here. They're going to have to run a play here before the 2-minute warning. They're going to run it with Kramer. Kramer met to the line. He'll get about 3. Second down. Two-minute warning. 2nd and 7 here for the Stingers. Thomas in shotgun, backfield empty. Thomas in the pocket. They go screen, it's swatted down. Third down here for the Stingers. 3rd and 7. They run it with Kramer. Kramer gets the first down and more. What a run. And the Bulldogs will take their first time out. First down for the Stingers. As long as they can keep possession of the ball here, this game should be over for them. They're going to go back to Kramer, and Kramer going to go backwards. Timeout, Bulldogs. Second and 12 here for the Stingers. 1:52 remaining here in the 4th. So run it again with Kramer. And Kramer will get a couple of yards back. It'll be 3rd down. Bulldogs will not use their timeout yet. If you ask me, if they can get a stop here on 3rd down, that would be the best time to use that timeout. And it looks like they might not have to. Thomas in the pocket and shot, and they go with a screen on 3rd and 9. It goes terribly. The Bulldogs don't use their timeout here. But they will get the ball back with just under a minute to go, I believe. 4th and 15, the Stingers are going to have to punt this one away. They're going to try and run down as much clock as they can. Here we go. Here's the punt. Fair catch is signaled as this one will be a touchback. Here we go. First down for the Bulldogs. 49 seconds to go. They have a timeout. They need to at least get the field goal range. Here's Vance in the pocket. Vance looking, going towards the left side. It's incomplete. 2nd down. He had his fingertips on it, but he couldn't grab it. 2nd down. I think the best part for the Bulldogs about this drive is knowing that if you absolutely have to, you can get a field goal and force overtime. It is not necessary that you have to get a touchdown. 2nd down here. Vance will go towards the right side. Broken up. He had it. 3rd down. Third down, Bulldogs. Third and 10. Vance in the pocket, looks, goes left side. This one incomplete. 4th down for the Bulldogs. Fourth and 10. 4th down, Vance in the pocket. Vance looks, goes down the middle. It's incomplete. Turnover on downs, and the Stingers are going to get the win. First down, Stingers, 30 seconds to go. And Stingers will take the knee. Bulldogs take their final timeout. 2nd and 12. Stingers are going to have to knee this one more time. And there's the knee, and that should do it. And here we go. The clock is winding down. And that's going to do it here. Our final here with the Hive. Southwest Bulldogs 24, Eastern Stingers 27. And now for the Bulldogs. Their playoff hopes remain out of their hands. Two teams share the same amount of wins as them. Central Trojans and Western Bucks. When the Bulldogs lost, they are no longer in control of their own destiny. They're going to need the Bucks and Trojans to lose if they still want a chance at the playoffs. The main team they need to have lose is the Central Trojans, because the Trojans have more division wins than both Bulldogs and Bucks. And as for the Stingers, it looks like first place will be in their future right now. They have the division wins, so even if the Bears were to win their games, the Stingers would still have the overall division wins. So, we cannot confirm anything yet, but the Stingers look like they will be heading to the postseason. But ladies and gentlemen, we still have some more football to go here in Week 9. We're only halfway through, and then we have one more week to go. But with that being said, we got to wrap this one up here for you. Our final, Southwest Bulldogs 24, Eastern Stingers 27. On behalf of the Generic Football League, I'm the Cowboy Crab saying so long, everybody.